Night Watch in the Ruins of the Future. Set the stage. All the characters are in a hazardous place at night, keeping watch, talking together, and sharing stories of their pasts. Do we have fire? Must we speak softly or maybe speak aloud? Do we know who our enemy is and where? Or do we keep watch against uncertain dangers? Are we on our own, or do we keep watch over others sleeping? Your job is to prompt the other players for their characters' stories. Allow someone else to be the night player when it's your character's turn to tell a story. Your goal is to discover whether any of the characters are keeping secrets, lies, or terrible ambitions from the others. Now I'm gonna jump up to the character stuff. Your job, we all invented names for our characters, we all know.
We all know.
We got guys.
We all know. We're gonna bypass a lot of the character introduction stuff because I feel like that's gonna become, really obvious in a second. So, in terms of characters, your job is to say what your character looks like, says, and does. Whenever somebody asks questions about your character, make up answers. Your character's goal is to judge the other characters, trustworthy or no, allies or no, friends or no. So let's start with, do we have fire?
Probably. Or we've got some sort of light, or it depends on where we are. If we're in the hold, there might be like a cook fire. If we're on the deck, there might be like a little brazier, like a dish with a fire in it with coals rather than a campfire.
Are we on the ship?
I figured we were on the ship.
I don't have a problem with being on the ship. I didn't think we were on the ship, but I don't have a problem with being on the ship.
I have only ever imagined that this was us on the ship. My answer to your question of where are we was going to be some fucking... I've been spinning up a monologue about the ship.
Let's fucking go.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
You know what?
Yeah.
Hit me with a monologue about the ship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, you want to prompt me with the question?
Oh, okay. I mean, if I'm going to prompt you with a question, then should we set the stage a little bit more? Is this going to be Rascal doing a monologue, or is this going to be?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's set the stage a little bit more. We can be on the deck of the ship. I think that's fine. Under the stars. Is there a moon out?
There's got to be a moon. It's got to be either up in the sky, or I love. What are the stars like in this world? What is space like? Could it be like a weird, really close moon that, like, when you look at the ship head on, we're like silhouetted against the moon on the horizon?
Yes, I also have had this idea in my head that because of. I'm trying to remember if this is because of the old age of the universe or the young age of the universe. I think it's because of the old age of the universe. There are so many stars in the sky. There's just... And I mean, you get this also in dark sky zones on Earth, right? But when the universe is old, it's really, really old, and there are so many stars in it, and all of that light is traveling, and it just looks like this massive tapestry of glittering light. And then this massive-ass moon, which I think can be even more massive because we're out on the water, and there's nothing but sea.
It's almost like a spotlight at that rate, yeah?
Yeah. There's nothing at the horizon to kind of block any of this in a very real way.
To that I say, mirthful moon, mother of mischief.
Are we keeping watch against uncertain dangers, or do we know who our enemy is?
Well, we know who our enemy is, but there are many uncertain dangers in the seas this far out in these strange waters.
Little of column A, little of column B.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a crew, Rascal?
Yeah, always.
Should we hit our inciting incident for this before the night player asks the first question?
We sure could. Which incident is that?
Well, we need to have all 5 of us, don't we?
Yes, that's true.
I just remembered what we thought happened. Hey, Aster.
Howdy.
How do you end up on the deck of this boat?
Traumatically, I believe. And
Good way to start.
with no idea how it happened. By poofing into existence. Or I guess, like, what does it look like when you teleport through time when you're not meaning to?
Take one step to the right, you know?
I think you
distant
can
screaming and then
Yeah.
crash.
I think you can be the one to kind of establish what it looks like, right?
How about just like a sudden zap into existence and a really confused looking person?
Yeah. Are we moving or are we anchored at this moment, Zach?
I figured we were on the way.
Okay, so there is probably a disorientation because a static teleport plus a moving boat. Sorry, Aster.
Her life's been awful for a while now. It's fine.
Oh no, no.
It's not going to get better.
Okay, you don't have to say it like that.
Hey,
You
I
do,
just
though.
met
You
you.
do.
At least, well, it's important. It's important to be realistic in these sort of situations. We're so far out that we couldn't possibly turn around.
Sparkplug, do you come tumbling out of the cell phone at the moment of teleportation, or is it later that you appear?
I think it's one of those situations where, like, there's a beat, right? Like, Aster appears, and there's just that, like, pause and whatever disorientation that Aster needs to go through. And sort of like anchoring to here and now, the phone will start to ring.
Aster's sighs.
Like, it is going off the hook.
Aster rolls her eyes and clicks the answer the call button.
Yeah.
Or
And-
maybe she looks at the others and like, hold on, I have to take this.
The energy of having to take a phone call as soon as you arrive somewhere, by the way.
Yeah, you've arrived and it's like stowaway. We have to deal with a stowaway. And you're like, no, I teleported here. Same thing. And then
And then the phone rings.
Also, I have
the phone rings.
We get interrupted for a bit. Huh?
Rascal, is Rascal steering right now, or are the 3 of us around this fire or at the deck around this light or whatever? No, hold on a second. Real quick before we continue down this train of thought, is the moon the fire in this situation?
The moon could be the fire. I figured that we could also have just a lit fire to like for our own light.
Yeah.
And heat, really, more than anything.
Yeah.
On the deck.
I wanted to throw out the idea of the moon being the fire real quick, because I was like, oh, a fire, and then I was like, we could expand the definition of fire. Okay, so back to my original question. Are we all 3 here?
Yes, I think that Rascal, when there's strangers on the boats, would have someone taking care. I would leave someone at the wheel, at the helm, to have and come and deal with this.
Okay.
The helm's been in fact. Yeah. Phone rings, and like a couple of seconds, it is a harsh static that is louder than a phone speaker of that size should be able to produce for a few moments. And it's almost like a dripping of that fuzz, TV fuzz, coming out from the speaker until it becomes a harsh current of a form, or the suggestion of one spraying forth onto the deck almost as if it was a fish poured out of a barrel full. This static melting away to reveal a crumpled up form that is not much clearer. The moonlight is good at illuminating it, but yet the qualities of the edges of the shape do not at first suggest a being of some kind until the being stands up. And standing up, on the other hand of things, is also not immediately apparent. For a bit, they seem about as tall as they were when they were on the ground flat, until they actually get properly stood up. And there's the jingle of belts, the creaking of leather bandoliers, and the suggestions of tufts of hair poking out from under a hood as Sparkplug itself it gets oriented on the deck, recognizes that there is motion happening, and also that it is a physical form again.
Aster looks at Sparkplug like, it happened again.
There's another one.
Sparkplug points at Aster and goes, "Wait, huh? You?"
Yeah, me, I'm still fucking here.
Spider-Man pointing dot meme.
Yeah.
I'm still here. It's my damn phone.
Fuck is a phone.
Whirl around and look, and yeah, that certainly is the gallant form of Rascal.
I think that Cory is just kind of looking at Marius like, this is more interesting than I expected on the open sea.
I think Marius just kind of looks at Cory, is, I would say, still visibly a little disconcerted in looking at Cory.
Understandable.
And then looks at the newcomers and is just like, well. That's it. Just well.
It's like a slow turnaround. Yeah, not a fast one, just regarding another voice that is spoken up, and like you can see two just glinting holes where eyes should be kind of under the hood, staring back for a bit at Marius.
Aster will give a small wave, like, I'm Aster, that's Sparkplug. Like,
Okay.
questions?
And do either of you, so you had the phone, he does air quotes, that made this one. Do you have any strange small artifacts on you that's going to cause another third stowaway to pop into existence on my ship?
Hope not.
I think
I can't.
Sparkplug slowly wheels.
I'm going to
back
count to
around.
5, and if there's someone appears in 5 seconds, I'll be fine. But if I
Rascal.
count to 5 and if someone shows up after that, I'm going to freak the fuck out.
Rascal, I think it's probably fine.
All right. Well then,
I don't have artifacts that make people. I have artifacts that unmake people.
Not helping.
Yeah, no, they don't care. Sparkplug pulls open.
I think
the coat.
Cory does look interested at that, though.
They pull open a coat, and I should note there are layers of coats. There's another coat under the coat, but the coat that they pull open, this one is the weapons coat.
Oh!
For someone of this height, which is maybe a shot below 5 feet, they should not look this armed.
well, that's a little bit.
And yet that coat is glinting with steel of a lot of kinds.
I have a question as the night player, I think. Which I think comes from Cory. I think that of the 4 people looking at Cory right now, Marius is probably the only one who recognizes that this is not a typical Cory expression that they have on their face. Rascal might have, like, a sense, depending on how many times Rascal has met Cory. Aster and Sparkplug, however, do not know this person at all.
No chance.
Good face you got there, bud.
It's not like, the thing is that it's not, Cory is not making an expression that Cory is making, like, a normal-looking face. It's just not an expression that Cory wears. Specifically. It doesn't look wrong unless you know Cory very well. But it's a perfectly normal, curious expression. But I think the question to Sparkplug is, at one time, you ran a surveillance network in the City of Gulls, didn't you?
Yep. Yeah, totally correct. There was a whole compound and everything. Sparkplug, and in addition to being a tinker and a chemist, the primary sideline for Sparkplug was being a pusher. Knowing what was happening around and being able to get that information was helpful to knowing where to allocate supplies, let's put it. Whether that was supply of the violence kind or supply of the mind-altering or body-altering sort.
Those systems are still somewhat in place in the City of Gulls, but they haven't been used to quite the extent that you use them in a very long time.
Oh yeah, I mean, if someone could find the monitoring console, if someone could somehow reconstruct all of the pieces and parts and parcels that were required to keep that running together uniformly, sure, they would have quite the suite of observation at their hands, but time is strange and time causes things to atrophy. I'm sure that they could bring it back up in parts.
Is this what Sparkplug is saying to Cory?
Yeah, I mean, if Sparkplug was asked forwardly, they'd be describing...
No, this is a question being asked directly to Sparkplug.
Yeah. Man. Yes, no, a lot of this, I think, for Sparkplug was essentially yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday, they were in their element. They put a phone call out, and they were sucked in. And now they're on a boat, and they're kind of pissed.
I think Marius
Well, it's a
is
good
just...
boat.
I won't deny you that.
I think Marius is just kind of looking at Sparkplug with a similarly kind of curious but also skeptical expression and says, "You can't be serious about all this," which is me saying that I don't think that you're telling the whole truth.
Time for dice, huh?
Yeah. At any point in the story, any player at all may choose to imagine that the one speaking isn't telling the whole truth. Say so. When this happens, the player speaking rolls 2 dice. 2 to 5, you might be overstating your role or your accomplishments. 6 to 8, you might be forgetting interesting details. 9 to 12, you might be holding back something delicate, embarrassing, incriminating, improper, or inexplicable.
And that's a 10 on the die here.
Nice.
For something delicate, embarrassing, incriminating, improper, or inexplicable. It's the inexplicable. Sparkplug looks at Marius and goes, "Look, if I knew anything about it, I would tell you. But what happens is, and actually, would Aster guard the phone enough, or would Sparkplug be able to snatch it out of Aster's hands?"
Let me look at my notes real fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like historically Aster hasn't been too possessive over the phone. Always ends back up with it in some way.
Fair.
So I don't think she'd start being possessive now.
Nice. Yeah. So then Sparkplug will just full on an arm lashes out, snatches that phone and holds it up and goes, "You saw this thing, yeah? I don't know how it looked like when I came out, but you saw it."
Certainly saw something.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what happened when I came out. Imagine that happening in reverse.
Aster's gonna snatch the phone back, all right, well, at least, don't grab it. Rude.
I just realized something really important. Hey, Annya.
Hey.
What happened to Aster's dog?
Oh.
I had a
Oh,
dog?
no!
Shit, I forgot I had a dog.
I just imagined the dog appearing. I can't remember his name.
I was gonna say, yeah, hey, Sparkplug, you got a dog in there?
And Rascal's gonna lose his fucking shit.
Wait, what if the dog's been...
Because there's a third stowaway.
What if the dog has also been teleporting independently and now they are reunited?
Out of the forest of coats?
The fuck was this dog's name? I don't remember.
Damn.
Goddamn.
Damn it, sorry,
wrong.
where's the doc?
Yep.
I have the dog.
Tell me about this dog.
You unfortunately have just written a phone that still got service and my dog. I don't know if we ever wrote down your dog's name.
No!
We did say that the dog was a Kevin.
We did say that the dog was a Kevin.
The dog was a Kevin. Was the dog's name Kevin? I don't think so. Shit.
Well, time for some retconning.
I mean, I think it's as easy as there's just a bark within the coats.
Yeah, Aster just always calls this dog you or oh.
Someone says that and there's a bark and Sparkplug has to scramble for a bit to let this dog out of its coats.
I think maybe they have been teleporting unlinked, but like, I don't know. Is it more interesting if we have come across each other in our random teleportations a couple times so Sparkplug knows this dog or no?
Well, if the dog was in the coat, no,
Yeah, I think-
no, because then the dog would have been in the phone.
I'm fine with the dog also having been in the... I don't know.
I've just had your dog this whole time, but
Like, you
Damn.
bastard.
Sorry, Rascal.
it turns out when they happen to be nearby. But yes, no, like a pause and letting it out, and Sparkplug doesn't really like miss a beat in this one, so but yeah, they're like, imagine get happening in reverse. You get a call.
And then there's a bark. Sorry.
Something pulls you in. How far out of shore are we? And Sparkplug turns around to Rascal, the most authoritative person looking at the moment.
6 weeks.
6 weeks? What's that in
Okay.
distance?
It's tough out here. Several hundred miles. Probably more than that. But nautical miles. How fast does a ship go?
How fast does this ship go?
Yeah. 24 knots, nautical miles per hour, 6 weeks, 7 days, lots.
Yeah. I think
Many.
what the inexplicable thing that Sparkplug was hiding in this case, and they sort of like wheel back around. Sure, getting snatched up was one thing. I didn't think they'd take the console with them.
All right. I don't know what any of you are talking about. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to light a fire, because it's cold, on the deck. And you're all going to sit around it, and you're going to tell me exactly who you are, and I'm going to apologize to you, because we are sailing to our deaths.
What else is new?
Aster typing on the phone like, can't you teleport me when I want you to? Sailing to our deaths. That's just great.
Having to do that all in like T10 as well.
Classic.
Hilarious.
Marius pinches the bridge of their nose and is just like, Rascal, we're not sailing to our deaths. We're sailing to someone's death, but not our deaths.
You don't know that.
I think Cory kind of nudges Marius in the side and goes, "It very well could be."
Forgive me for trying to be optimistic.
There is a flame as the brazier is lit. And Rascal, an enormous 6'9" cat man with a cool bandana and debonair swashbuckling clothes and a real fancy bejeweled saber that nonetheless is perfectly weighted and perfectly sharp, says, "For you are on the tall boy." A ship bound for the realm of the dead. Listen to that creaking. With every droplet of water that we pass, we go closer, ever closer, to a place where sound, light, and color lose their meaning, where life fears to tread, where darkness rules every waking hour, and the mistress of the dead broods and hates.
I really love the juxtaposition of you saying all that, and in the meanwhile, Aster is in the background, like, laughing and rolling with her dog. Like, we're finally together again.
Cory, like, very lightly applauds, I think. It was a good monologue.
That was a good one.
Aster just
Thanks.
looks up, like, you say something?
Yes, we're here to kill the goddess of death, the goddess of darkness, the goddess of evil.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Sure. Why
It's
not?
a very important quest. It's the sort of thing that people don't come back from, and you're here, so I could put you on a lifeboat, and you can hope you float to some lost wreckage that has enough food for you to survive on, or you can come with us and almost certainly die.
She'll give
was
two
always-
thumbs up.
Yeah. I was always bound for death anyway, so I don't really care.
Yeah, you had some stuff in that jacket that I'm interested in.
Cory ducks out of sight because they are laughing.
Well, if it's business we can do, you have me at a disadvantage, which I don't like. But I have a lot of things that you evidently don't have, so we can talk shop after you tell me the name of this goddess.
Her name is... What's her name again?
I think Cory kind of sighs and says, Ningal.
Her name is Ningo. And a more treacherous and vile deity you'll never find across these 13 seas.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's like a quiet for a moment. And then Sparkplug like perks up and goes, "That's that bitch that dragged me into the phone."
Well,
No prices. What am I putting towards this?
Does someone else want to pick up the role of the night player? And ask a question to lead to a story.
I think then Rascal will say, well, you clearly are a being of chaos and violence and hedonism, which is a sort of wild card situation that we need. But I'll admit, your friend over there just seems like a person with a dog.
You're not that far off, really.
And Rascal is going to turn to Aster and say, I believe that you are wholly unfit for a quest of this magnitude, aren't you?
I believe I just fucking got here. What's wrong with you people? Damn.
Aster, look, we're the only two that know each other. Well, and I guess your dog.
You leave her and or him out of this.
Just explain how you got here, or how you get anywhere, honestly.
I thought I already did. Unknowingly and suddenly.
Yeah, but clearly not enough. How long has it been going on for, huh? Because I know you were doing it even before you arrived where I was at.
I don't know. It's not in my notes.
Damn. Make something up.
I don't know. Why is everyone being mean to me right now? Damn. What'd I do?
No, literally, make something up.
Out of character.
Out of character. No, trust.
It's not a value judgment. You just seem like a normal person. And we're here to do a sort of cosmic, divine, sort of epic level quest.
Has anyone ever told you you're an ass before?
Yes.
Okay, you're an ass.
I'm the captain and a hero.
Well, captain's
You're
me,
also an
asses.
ass.
I have a question. This is a question for Anya. You have recognized Ningal's voice in the past. Do you recognize her name?
I have no clue.
Well, I mean, is it more fun for you to do so or to not do so?
I think whether Aster recognizes that name or not, she doesn't let on.
And I think a Rascal kind of turns to Cory and is like, I don't really think it's being an ass to be clear and candid about the sort of chances and sort of dangers we're going into. This is sort of a scared straight thing I'm doing here, Cory.
No, I don't think you're wrong for it.
Aster leans over to Cory like, I too would like to talk about the Catman like he's not here.
I'm talking about me. And the quest.
Is he smart enough to drive this ship?
Yes, he is.
Wow, no question. All right, respect. Fair enough.
It's his ship.
It's my ship, and my buddy up there is driving it right now, but I'm also well qualified to do that. I've done every job on this ship, and I've killed dragons before, so this is a lot of heat coming at me, but I'm just trying to make sure that you don't die. I've got this is not Rascal's voice. Rascal, I'm like a transatlantic guy right now, see?
That's Rascal's next incarnation.
Yeah,
Catch him at the local news station later on.
yeah. George, It's a Wonderful Life ass.
Oh, yeah.
Real.
Was this my dog that was smart? Like, beyond dog smart. I've had so many dogs in these games before. Or was that a different dog?
They can be now.
That's a dog that's been popping around all over the place, right?
That's a dog that's been in a phone for a couple of centuries, like...
Real. Look. And Sparkplug will wheel around. And it's kind of like a trying to pat on the back kind of thing, but given even the height difference between Sparkplug and Aster, it's kind of more like a pat on the leg. Even if I got stuck in your phone, you still owe me.
Oh, you, do you want me to be here or not? Because I'm real confused right now.
Yeah, I'm saying you're here. So, prove it. What can you do for him? Remember, you got fast hands.
Fast hands?
And to be clear, I don't want you to be here. I had a crew that I assembled for this. You weren't on it, but you are here.
How chaotic am I allowed to be?
Please. Please.
So Aster says, okay, and jumps off the boat with her dog and starts swimming.
Who is that?
Oh.
Okay. You know, I offered them a lifeboat and they didn't want. Okay, fine, fucking okay.
No. Hang on.
Cory puts her head in her hands.
That's an asked and answered problem given, problem solved kind of situation for Rascal tonight. All right.
Why
It's
did
fucking
you-
9 o'clock.
Why did you ask? Why did you ask her to prove it?
I didn't ask her to prove anything. I just said that she was not like up for this, and I was trying to like impress upon her the danger of the situation. Oh wait. Oh, you. So this is actually that one's fault because they told her to prove it.
They stole from my shop in the past. They were a good thief.
As the dog is swimming away, I feel like it would be very good at that point for you to look over and see Aster just like twirling something that she's pickpocketed off you at some point. Nothing important that would like, not your keys to the ship or anything, but.
Are you like back on deck?
No, swimming. Well, so holding on to dog, looks back up at boat, twirling thing has stolen, like, bye.
Is there like life rings in the side of this joint?
This is like a galley. This is like a pirate ship.
Nice. Okay, that's a hard no.
It's a pirate ship with a train built into the body of it.
God, that's so metal. Yeah. Okay. Sparkplug's plan B is digging through the weapons coat to find like a hook situation, and like looking around for rope on the deck of some kind, because it's going to get those two things tied together and throw the thing at, not to, at Aster.
Question also, I mean, it's magic, so it's probably fine. Aster did take the cell phone back and then jump into the water with the cell phone, but it's...
I think
It's
this
magic.
phone is indestructible
Yeah, okay.
at this point.
It was Nokia style, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, get bonked with a hook on a rope.
I think it might be for the best if we stop antagonizing each other 15 minutes into our first meeting.
You're saying our first meeting, like this is a thing, like a group that's going to be like a thing. It's you, me, and Marius, Cory. These are stowaways who, one of them seems like they've got a decent amount of weapons that could be useful, and the other one has a dog and something called a phone. They're not fellowship material.
How do you know that?
Because I asked her if she was fellowship material, and she jumped off a boat.
You didn't ask me if I was... You told me to leave. You said, get the fuck out of here.
As Sparkplug is pulling you back aboard.
You said, you do not belong... Okay, first of all, Aster said nothing, and all of a sudden it was like, hey, you're fucking stupid and don't belong here, so what if you left? And she was like, okay, bye.
I understand I've got a lot of teeth in this mouth, but I don't need other people's words in it either.
What if we had a night to talk like normal people, regardless of the life or death quest that we are currently going on? Does it matter whether or not they're worthy of killing a god? They're here now. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation like normal people.
Is this where Aster, hanging from the anchor, is like, oh, also Ningle, yeah, I know her.
What?
Ooh, could have led with that.
Didn't feel like it.
I don't think you're telling the whole truth.
I mean, I think you're probably right there, and I think me, as Annya, has no idea what the whole truth is. Where's that play to find out what happens?
Well, and that's why I'm prompting you to roll, so that we can figure out what the whole truth is.
That's a 6 on the dice.
I might be forgetting interesting details. That works since I'm so utterly boring and normal.
So what are you forgetting, then?
This requires me to know a lot about Ningal. Ningal was always a god or no?
That's an August question, because I don't think we ever have said.
We've never established that.
Yeah, we love throwing bombs.
So if there's a swing you want to take, by all means, take that swing.
I mean, the only thing I could think with that is, like, Aster knew Ningal before she became a god. Or, like, as that was happening or something. Time is fake, right? So, like, it's fine.
Yes.
Right?
Time is fake, and also so are the boundaries between worlds.
Yep.
As you have very ably established and demonstrated quite a few times.
Yes.
Never intentionally.
But, at all.
I don't know. Do you have any opinions about that, or even how it may have come about that she would have gone from normal person to god?
I don't have any ideas about how she may have gone from normal person to god, but I do like the idea that you knew her before that happened, even if we don't dig into that how?
I think Aster knows that Ningal is now this god thing, but also knew her before. Does that seem reasonable?
It seems reasonable to me, and here's why. Because this is the first time you're hearing Ningal's name mentioned. She was the death goddess when you were last in the City of Gulls, but I don't think anyone ever referred to her by name because they were afraid of incurring her. So you are only familiar with She Who Whispers.
I gotta go.
And then, of course, the woman in the tunnels.
I'm also gonna have to figure out how
So-
Aster reacted to her voice to figure out how I feel about her.
Aster was I remember this very clearly from the last game. Aster was relieved to hear from her when she called. Aster was excited.
Was it maybe better than if Aster doesn't know she's a horrible god thing? There's always a good helping of betrayal and
This honestly makes Sparkplug things so much funnier too, because like they don't know necessarily. They just know that's a name, and that's the name that sounds like the one that pulled me in. So, two people who have no context.
And meanwhile, Cory in the corner like, what?
Aster's still hanging from the hook, like,
Rascal rubbing his temples. I'm not supposed to be the responsible one.
well, you're doing a good job at not.
Ma'am, please.
Look, you still owe me, and I'm working with them. So by extension, you're working with them. Got it?
I'm just saying, I don't know why they came at me out of nowhere.
You don't exactly look like the most imposing person.
Damn, we really got to go back to, like, don't judge a book and all that bullshit. What's wrong with y'all? All right. Still hanging from the hook. Just like...
Sort of like reaching for what's in Aster's hands with grabby hands.
She'll toss it over.
Very impressive thief.
It's something stupid, like a trinket. It's not even anything important.
Yeah,
it's
I
just
think-
like a thing that was lying around the ship like a trinket or something.
Sparkplug will throw it back towards the group at large, and then set about trying to drag Aster back towards the fire.
Sitting down like, well, where were we?
One night's normal talking? Okay, sure. You want normal from me. I'm gonna have to get something from deeper in the coat.
You can just go read on the internet or something. I think that's on this phone.
What's the internet?
How much time you got?
I guess a night.
Sparkplug immediately digging a second layer deep into the coat, into the drug coat. They grab a pipe. They grab a match. They pack the bowl. They set a light. So there, you have a thief and me. Is that sufficient enough?
I guess. I guess. You're here. You don't seem to want to leave, and you got mad when I implied that you might not want to come along, so I guess you're on the crew.
Look, I never want to be anywhere I am. So, here we are.
That's crazy.
This one just has a habit of walking in and out of time, I guess.
When you don't get a choice for where you are, what's the point in caring if you're there or not?
Damn. Facts.
Snaps.
Cory looks a little pensive at that.
And Sparkplug just sort of nods along. Yeah.
Rascal does his best to imagine a world where he isn't the exact place he wants to be at every single moment in time. And he doesn't like it.
Who knows if we'll even be if
Yeah.
I'll even be here by the end of this mission. I don't get a choice in that.
Oh.
Oh,
It's a-
you
it's-
will
it's-
be here. I'll make sure of that.
Oh, like you
And
can
it's a
do anything
quest.
about it.
I'm going to try.
Oh.
Okay, well. And Sparkplug will wheel around and go, I done a lot of talking. How about either of you? You look like, and, like, I think Sparkplug starts sizing up Marius.
Oh boy.
Oh, everyone's getting red today, huh?
You're looking like a real smart type, aren't you?
It's so fucking funny to hear you say that, given that in the very first Night Watch game, one of them wheels around and says, "You look like one of the mages of Honocar." It's basically the same question.
A lot rougher, but you know.
Real bookend moments. Let's go.
Completely cold read. I'll take it.
Yeah, Marius is kind of standing there looking affronted, which, as the audience will know, is a very standard expression on their face.
That's normal. That's normal for Marius's.
Yes. I think that they have eschewed their normal robes, which can tend towards, you know, more elaborate, especially in the later years as they've been trying to revive like some of the practices of Anakar. And so they're actually dressed very plainly. And Marius kind of looks at Sparkplug and is just like, yes, I am very well versed in the arcane arts, but I'm not sure exactly how useful my knowledge is going to be when it comes down to the brass tacks of the situation.
Don't sell yourself short, Professor. You've come closer to her in the last few years than anyone else here has.
And I think this is a testament to how shaken Marius, like, really is about the situation, in that their response is, yes, but I had help. And I know I have help now, but really little bit?
It wouldn't be a City of Gulls game if Little Bit wasn't causing a ruckus in the background.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you say come close, I'm getting the sense that you're gonna need to clarify. What do you mean by that? And, like, Sparkplug gestures with the pipe before taking a long drag.
Well, Marius here, one of the last mages of Anakar. Pretty cool, pretty swag. That's what you say.
I don't think anybody has ever called Marius swag in their entire life.
I don't think in any universe.
I'm here for it. This is the first time. We're here. We're setting history.
Rascal has pulled out a bigger and much more complicated pipe.
Yeah. Yeah, that. You know what? Fair.
And is pensively puffing on it.
I think that laughter also was in character.
My pipe lights up when I smoke it.
Damn.
But not like LEDs. It's like little magic crystals.
Oh, I really thought you were going to say like fucking light up sneakers.
It's like when he takes a pull on it, it like little like.
It's got the glowing crystals in it. Yeah.
It's got the glowing crystals in it. Yeah.
You have to be careful with those though because they do explode.
They do explode, and that's why you only use little ones.
Yes. Anyway.
Yeah, Marius was part of the last quest to deal with Ningal. When there was the place, what was it, the temple that wasn't there, or something like that. And then it really wasn't.
Yes, Steady and I ventured into the temple of hers, which disappeared in the light, but in the dark was rendered quite tangible. And when we were done, the temple was no more.
The first true blow struck against this goddess.
Sort of like looking up, looking down, looking around. I don't think I believe you.
Oh boy.
Damn.
Like, what kind of magic, huh? What do you do?
I rolled a 10, which does in fact mean that what I am emitting is delicate, embarrassing, incriminating, improper, inexplicable. And
Well,
yeah, I think that what Marius is emitting here is twofold, because the first thing is the inexplicable thing. We never really saw what happened in the temple, and it was one of those things where I don't think we ever really established firmly what actions Steady and Marius took while they were there. But more importantly, I don't think Marius has any memory of what happened in the temple either. And I think the way that this manifests is Marius, like, looking chagrined and kind of, glancing out over the water rather than meeting anybody's eyes, and saying, I can handle many types of magic, but even I do not know exactly what form her magic takes. And they kind of sigh a little.
So, what? Like a big hole in the memory? We just been taking this kind of thing for granted on this ship here?
That pause is in character, as Marius kind of still looking chagrined, is like, it's complicated when gods are involved.
Cory will reach up and take Marius' hand.
Well, fast hands, what do you make of this? And I think Sparkplug will cast a glance over to Aster. We're in this together, so your opinion's worth more to me than theirs is right now, even if we are on their ship.
I'm touched.
Thoughts?
I'm trying to figure out how Aster reconciles knowing Ningal and the thing she's forgotten being that Ningal is now psycho. And y'all want to go kill Ningal. So I'm trying to figure out. That is the problem I'm having. I've written a problem for myself.
That's fine. For a full table here, we can try and figure out a solution.
Yeah, what are we trying to... What's the bit?
What circle are we trying to square?
Everything goes in the square hole.
True.
That's true. This goes in the square hole.
This problem we have? That's right, it goes in the square hole. So establishing facts, I say in a tenuous manner. We have a situation where Aster knew Ningal before Ningal achieved Godhood. We have a situation where Aster might have even been friendly, it sounded like.
Yeah, my having been relieved to hear the voice, I think because the dice roll says I have forgotten something, that then makes it easy to say that she has forgotten that Ningal has become who she is now. How that happened, play to find out.
I say to retread too, do you think it might be possible that it's some quality that would suggest this happening that you just sort of glossed over? Like, because it was a memory from a long while ago.
What do you mean?
As in retrospect, thinking about it, like, oh, is there a logical thread that you can follow through for that kind of thing? Something like, oh, she always did have a morbid fascination with such and such, or other sorts of things like that.
This might require August cooperation with brainstorming, because I don't want to say things for your character without.
Yeah, I was gonna say
No.
all of this comes
Well-
within context of also Marius. So
No, I'm curious to hear what you're thinking. Like, the only things that are hard and fast about Ningal at this particular juncture are that she's currently goddess of death and is currently a petty, vindictive bitch.
I also, August, I will say, I remember you saying at one point that you didn't want it to be like a tragic backstory sort of situation either.
Yeah.
I don't know how much that helps the situation, but having that on record, at least, maybe?
Yeah, so it could be like she always had this drive, and that led her to being where she's at now.
Yeah, I mean, she can very easily have still been a petty, vindictive bitch, but she liked you, so she treated you better than other people, because petty, vindictive people do that all the time.
Yeah, so maybe Aster didn't see as much of that. Or chose to ignore it. Mostly, the conflict is coming from Aster seeming to have had a good relationship with Ningal, now agreeing to come with y'all to kill her. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Maybe agreeing Thief Rogue goes along with the bluffing, I guess. Agreeing to come along, but not actually. She ain't actually wanting to help y'all kill her. A get in the way kind of thing, like, what the fuck, they want to go kill my friend. I'm not gonna let that happen.
Yeah, I was going to say that could be it. Is that, you know, if you want to set yourself up to potentially, you know, maybe just betray us at the end.
Hell yeah.
Or realize,
just a little
like,
seed.
also could be an arc where she realizes what's happened, because she, like, canonically now has forgotten something, and I think that that she has forgotten exactly what Ningal's become.
Yeah. You could also be like, oh no, you don't get it. But Ningal was my pal. She's like normal.
Yeah.
She's like so normal. Something must have gone wrong. You must have you must have the wrong person.
Maybe we can save her. Or like maybe something's oh my god. Maybe I understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, okay. So yeah, Aster is I told y'all I'd know her. That's true. But I mean, she's not anyone a group of people would need to go kill. Like, I mean, maybe there's, you know, there's Ningal. It's a common name, right? It's like John or Sam.
Rascal looks at Marius. Is it?
Marius looks torn and says, I suppose it is not outside the realm of possibility that someone may have named their child after her in a bid to curry her favor.
Interesting choice of words. But yeah,
How did you know her?
we were friends. How do any two people know each other? Is school thing? Did they go to school?
You tell me.
We went to magic college together.
What was your oyster?
Fantasy college. Foliage.
Foliage.
She's my friend.
Here. Sparkplug raising hand. Look. I think this might help. Not strict. No. This is related. This is very related. Like, what year is it right now?
Oh, shit. That's a Mac going, I don't have a fucking calendar. I think
Oh,
that
no.
we will abstract it.
I think we can hand wave that, yeah.
We will not give an actual number, but the number
let's not
that
give
you
an
are
actual
given is significantly after you were last here.
Yeah, that's more the effect I was hoping for, so.
I mean, I
Yes.
wasn't even going to give a number. I was going to say it's the year of the taper
Tapir?
in the era of the chartreuse era.
Just, like, if you could perceive a blink in motions, you would have that. There is just dead silence and a look under the hood that suggests a stare. That means nothing to me.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's all contextual, right?
Like year of the shore, anything, the long tide, nothing.
I'll look at Marius.
Marius kind of looks at Sparkplug and is just like, you're joking, right?
I just got poured out of a phone. Do you think I have the capacity to joke? Look, you tell me, Smarty. How far apart is that?
I think Cory is staring very intently at Sparkplug and says, was the sun out before you got sucked into the phone?
Sort of like looking up. Does it not come out now?
It does. Did it come out? Did you have a day-night cycle?
Yeah, plants blooming. Like, look, I know time's weird, but isn't that normally how it's supposed to work? You go from day into night.
It didn't for a while.
For a while.
For about, a decade. After the end, it didn't. Then it started again.
Just squinting.
I think during this period, Marius has been doing some mental calculations and says, if I'm not mistaken, you said it was the year of the tide?
Yeah. Longest tide.
This should be autumnal moon.
Shit. You're real about that?
Very.
I'm getting the feeling that this means there was a long period of time.
It's like holding up a fist and just kind of like the pipe snaps in half in Sparkplug's hand. Yeah, putting it lightly. Try 2 centuries. That's about how long.
Oh, okay. Well, that's, there's longer times than that.
Look, buddy, I thought I'd be dead in 10 years.
There's still time.
Oh, there's time, all right. That change anything for you, Aster?
I will come with you on this journey to show you that this has nothing to do with my friend.
All right. I suppose that's secondary objective then, is to make sure that this is the right angle and not the wrong one. That's true.
Add it to
Just
the
slowly
list.
pulling another pipe out of the coat, yeah. Much more ill-mannered now, lighting this one up. And we don't even know if what we're dealing with is something that this one over here managed to do. Did we give names?
Oh, God! I'm so sorry. You are guests on my ship, and we're We didn't even do you the honor of introducing ourselves. I am Captain Rascal Farsail, once called Rascal the Mighty, hero of the City of Gulls, captain of the Tall Boy, slayer of the Dragon of Dubrin, and wielder of Heart's Edge, of course, the Blade of Liquid Light.
That's a new one since the last time we spoke about it.
There was a barrow.
I feel like with you, Rascal, there is frequently a barrow.
Oh, a barrow, a castle, a dungeon, a tomb, an abandoned island that dissolves into the mist as soon as you leave it.
I could have used a type like you.
Many could.
Remind me after we finish here. I'd like to hear that story.
I've got a million of them. And this is my good friend, Cory Valen, who I'm sure can introduce himself. Themself. I can't remember. Out of character.
It's
Both.
both.
Fantastic.
It's both.
Him/themself.
Cory Vela, a truly beautiful person with, oh, fuck me, I cannot remember. The last art that we have of them is, like, tightly coiled curls. But I don't know if their hair looks any different now, in City of Gulls than it does in other universes. Smiles in a way that looks just slightly wrong on their face. And says, "I'm mostly here with the professor."
Marius kind of sketches a bow and says, "I'm Marius, thank the gods for small favors. I apologize that we have to meet under such circumstances."
I'll take the meeting than the other possibility. Sparkplug. And Sparkplug points a thumb over its shoulder at Aster. Introduce yourself if you could.
Aster.
We don't got fancy names or titles or treasures or nothing. As far as I was aware, I was busy holding on to a stronghold till I got seized out of it. Now I'm here. Well, we already went through that. So fine. Death journey. Off to kill some goddess. Apparently it's Aster's friend. Apparently we don't even know exactly if we're facing up against someone weakened. Just that something happened, and it seemed like things went well, I guess. Sure, we'll take it for granted. I think it's here where they'll tug back the hood, at least. It is some small sign of respect that everyone else here has been introduced. So, under the hood, and still kind of half covered with a mask over the lower half of its face, there's just a long streak of black hair, two eyes that have almost no light in them, it seems. Actually surprisingly smooth skin, but the look of someone harrowed as they tug the mask down just enough to shove one end of the pipe into a corner of their mouth. I'm not in the mood to ask any more questions, so Aster, do you have any?
You got beds, comfortable beds on this ship.
Oh, we got hammocks.
Okay.
Listen, if you haven't slept on a ship before, let me tell you. It's like being rocked to sleep as a babe.
Well, I don't seem to be motion sick yet, so... Wait, wouldn't the hammock just equalize with the rocking and you wouldn't move?
It sways.
You'll get used to it.
You'll learn to love it.
That sounds like it should have or else after it.
For 6 weeks out, that is the or else.
Well, Rascal takes a big drag on his pipe and says, well, so we've got a thief, someone with fast hands. You got someone with some experience and some nasty work. You got the professor. You've got someone who's handsome. And we've got Cory. I think we'll be all right. Of course, we're going into the maw of, the boogeyman, the greatest terror that this world has known, at least in the last several 100,000 years. Or 100, or whatever. Time is fake, I'm told. But, I think we'll be all right.
I would like to roll the dice, just to see maybe our disposition for when we pick up.
Sure.
For the after the last story?
Yes.
Yes.
That is not a bad idea.
Sounds good.
I don't have a problem with that.
Because we can then switch to another game and continue to play. Haha! It's just,
Ha!
It's games.
Okay. Who shall roll the dice?
I'll do it. I haven't gotten a chance to. Wait, actually, no, Zach hasn't either. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Do you want to do it, Zach? You're the captain.
I feel like it's my job as the captain to see
Yes.
if we're attacked in the night.
Open the door.
That is a 7.
Zeven.
The noise alerts. So, Rascal says, all right. I think that's enough, John. I'll go show you your way to your bunks. Berths, the hammocks. And as we go, a noise alerts us to coming danger, which we face prepared. What do you think that is?
Might be whatever the first obstacle is of the next game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which means we can set this down and pick it back up again in a day and a half when we pick up the next game.
True
Yep.
and real.
There's like a deep rumble shakes the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
As Rascal is showing Sparkplug and Aster to the berths, and presumably in the window of time between that and the deep rumble that alerts us to coming danger, I think Cory turns to Marius and is like, so you really think we can pull it off?
I think we have no choice but to try.
Well, yeah, obviously. I didn't expect you to be the optimistic one between the two of us.
Well, if being on this ship for 6 weeks has taught me nothing, it's to try to look on the bright side of things, lest I get seasick.
And that laughter is all Annabelle Lee, grinning out from Kari's face. Don't worry about it, Professor. There's still plenty of time.
To be continued.